wonderful today, feeling grateful today. Feeling internally calm, peaceful. It's been a wonderful day. How has your day been, everyone? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Shinobi Realm. I am Shinobi. I am your humble host today. Well, there's something I wanted to kind of touch on with you guys. Okay, I mentioned in my last video on how One Piece was going to be my first episode. Well, my first anime, my first anime that I will watch on the channel. And I wanted to give you guys kind of a background on my journey of watching One Piece, because I'm watching it in kind of a weird way. My mind is all over the place, so I'm kind of watching One Piece that way. But now I'm like on track, like like from the beginning, you know, catching up to where the current One Piece is now. So, started out, I believe it was Cartoon Network, because Cartoon Network has to get credit for bringing anime to our attention, you know, to like really have it out there for us to see and be exposed to, you know. So I'm thankful to Cartoon Network for that. Started out on Cartoon Network. It was the art style of it. So the art style of it is why I didn't want to watch it. Like that was my first impression of it. And I was like, I just can't get into this art. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep watching Naruto or whatever else I was watching at the time. And I kind of put like One Piece to the side. It's like I shelved it for a second, you know? So after that, years and years go by. And then you know how on YouTube you can find all these like top anime fights and stuff? Like I'm heavily into that. And so I love watching those. So, you know, I would run across like One Piece fights, like from time to time, like, you know, just scrolling through the internet, whatever you be doing. But start seeing these fights and I'm like, you know what? You know what, maybe I should check this show out, you know? So I ended up, you know, just kind of easing my way into it. So I've learned some things like prior, and now I'm kind of backtracking, I guess you could say, because, you know, I started out watching like a few episodes here and there, you know, kind of like trying to piece together the story, but not really, because I didn't have a reference from the beginning of it, you know? So I would watch episodes here and there. I would listen to like reviews and stuff, and you know, guys that give history, you know, history of the series and stuff like that, those type of channels. I started listening to those and learning about characters and their backstories, but at this time I still hadn't started it from the beginning. So I was still kind of like bouncing around with like what I knew of One Piece. So with One Piece being, I think it might be at 1,000 episodes maybe? I'm not sure. Somebody let me know. But it was kind of intimidating to like take on the task of like 800 episodes. I think at the time it was like at 800. I think they may have been in the, what arc were they in? I can't remember the arc. But yeah, talking about being intimidated by all those episodes, that kind of made me reluctant to want to go and like pursue the anime. But you know, I kept seeing You know, I kept seeing these fights and I kept like kind of dabbling into One Piece, but like not fully committing to it. And like Zoro, which is my favorite character in the series, I kind of saw myself in him a lot. And he was a very like relatable character. So I'm like, you know what? I fell in love with this character, not even knowing like the origin of it, you know, because I kind of got into it beforehand. So then I decided to go back from the beginning. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take this challenge. I'm gonna go back from the beginning, so I can have a lot of references to things that I've already seen. So now, when like say, if there's something I've already seen and then I'm watching an episode, I'm figuring out how it led up to that. It's just like a different kind of reaction, I guess you could say. So yeah, now I'm getting kind of reference points as I go back from the beginning up into this point, you know, which is pretty cool. I guess it was just my way to experience One Piece, you know. But now I'm really invested in it. And man, it hasn't been easy getting through these episodes, bro. Like, I can honestly say if it was filler that I didn't figure was important, I skipped it, man. I did. So that cut down my episodes a good bit. But you know, I like to keep up with the story. But anyway, so excuse me. So now I am in the 400s. So I've made it to the 400s. I've made it to the 400s before I even started filming or anything. Like, I've just been doing this on my own. So now you all get to experience it from this point is where I'm at. So remember, this is the point I'm at from the beginning. So like, I've been coming along from Alabasta to Water 7, Thriller Bark. I forgot Nami's island, where she was from. I forgot the name, where Luffy fought Arlong. But yeah, so I've seen all that, and now I'm gonna tell you the arc that really got me, like really started to get invested in this series was the when they went to the archipelago. Was it Shibondi, or I believe, if I pronounced that right. Anyway, when they went to the archipelago and they started having all these reflections of humanity, like on this island, you know? And I don't know, man. That arc just really kind of struck a chord with me, you know? I didn't like what was going on there. You know what I'm saying? So that was another point that I got to where I was like, you know what? I'm invested more in this because I see where this is going, you know? And it's looks like it's going to like a very complex place, you know? Let's see. So from there, got through Thriller Bark. Everybody that's seen the show, they know that moment with Zoro on Thriller Bark. Yeah, that definitely sticks in the mind. That's a scene that definitely sticks in the mind, you know? You want a person like Zoro, like in your circle. Like you want people of that quality, like in your circle, that are willing to take all that for you. Those are the people you need around you. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what I believe. So yeah, that was a big one. So now, everybody's separated. So you remember they got separated. They ran into the PX5, the fake Bartholomew Kumas. Um, so they ran into them, and then they ran into the real Kuma. So he sent them all flying. So it was kind of cool seeing like when they had those episodes to see like where everybody landed, you know. Like Sanji, he has it the worst as far as you ask me. As far as you ask me, Sanji got it the worst, man. That's terrible. Oh man. So kind of catching up with everybody. Luffy goes to Amazon Lily, which was hilarious, man. The whole Amazon Lily. Whoever wrote that was like, that was great writing, whoever wrote that, man. Cause you look at that and you're like, you know what, this is how women would act if they never saw men, you know, and they were just like learning what men were, you know. So Amazon Lily was cool. So now we get to the story, and now Ace is locked up. So Ace is about to get executed. So Luffy finds this out. And he has to find, he's going to attempt to save Ace, okay? So he goes, he gets Boa Hancock, who is she's basically like the leader of Amazon Lily. That's like her island. She falls in love with him. She's like madly in love with him, which is she's like, man, that shit's obsessive. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. But you know, she's looking out, you know what I'm saying? She's putting herself at risk, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's showing that she's down. So Luffy gets snuck into Impel Down. Impel Down is basically this prison where all like the notorious pirates go, and they have these different levels, like levels of intensity depending on like your crimes or how big your bounties were. You know, you might be at a more strict level of imprisonment, you know. So Luffy goes in here, he's looking for Ace. He ends up running into guys that he saw out, you know, on the seas when he started his journey, you know. So he runs into Buggy, back into Buggy the Clown. He runs into Mr. 3. Now Mr. 3, he used to have a nice crisp 3. Now his shit like leaning to the side, and the motherfucker ain't got no confidence. He pretty much out for himself. Like him and Buggy, they pretty much out for themselves, and they're using Luffy, but they're still getting sucked into, it's like they can't escape their destiny. Every time they try to get away from Luffy, something ends up like bringing them back together, which is pretty cool. So he's running around with them on the different levels and running into prison guards and what the hell are those blue things called? I forget. But they have the axes, blue something. Somebody tell me. And what was it? The basilisk, the chicken looking thing. Shit, what else? So from there, let's see. Let's take a peek. So we're on episode 434. It is titled, All Forces Have Gathered, the Battle on Level 4, The Burning Heat Hell. That is the episode that we are about to dive into, so come join me, come into my realm. This is the Shinobi realm. You're welcome to come and chill, relax, check out some anime, you know, maybe have a discussion about it, you know, see what we thought, see if it enlightened us in any way, you know, So I say we get into this thing.